Hi, Wonderland. Wonderweb. Because we're not at Wonderland.
Yeah.
We're on the web. Starting out so great today. It is almost 2 o'clock. Hoping we'll have lots of people hop on with us today. I have my little comment box open so I can see if you wave or like or have a question or want to say something about the book. We encourage you to interact with us, and we'll do our best to read as we go along with you and respond to your questions or comments. Today with me, I have Phoenix. And I am Miss Allison Brandon. I'm the founder and director of Wonderland Performing Arts. Missing my workplace but enjoying time at home with this teenager. She quarantines me. Get it? Phoenix, tell us about your sweatshirt.
This is my sweatshirt. I spent a lot of money on it. It is Into the Woods, which is my favorite musical.
It represents Into the Woods.
So it is the cow.
The cow.
Okay, the cow is white as milk. The cape is red as blood. The hair is yellow as corn. The slipper is red as gold.
Yes, if you have not seen Into the Woods, we highly recommend it. Hello, Elise and Natalie. Thanks for joining us today. I think you're going to love our book today. And who else is here? Hey, Melissa. Hey, girls. Thanks for joining us. We're going to do some active listening in just a couple minutes. We want to give everybody a chance to hop on. The book we're going to be reading today is called What Do You Do with an Idea? What do you do with an idea, Phoenix?
I speak it.
You speak it, every idea that pops into your head, you just say it out loud? I can attest to that. She really does. She just lets us all know what's on her mind.
I do indeed.
For me, I get a lot of ideas often, and sometimes I'm able to grab onto them and do something with them, and sometimes I have to let them go. There's a theory. Have you ever heard about the big magic theory?
I have not.
Elizabeth Gilbert, author of Eat, Pray, Love, she also wrote a book called Big Magic, and her theory is that ideas are living things, like they're actual living entities, and that they float around all the time, and they pick a person to go to. And if that person holds on to the idea and does something with it, the idea will stay with them. But if the person doesn't act fast enough, the idea leaves and is onto someone new, which explains things like there's a musical called The Wild Party that was written by 2 different people at the same time, pretty much the same story. It was based on a poem. It was turned into a musical around the same time. It's interesting. I think maybe the idea got into one person's head and then they didn't really act fast enough, so it moved on, and there you go.
That's
2
so
musicals
crazy.
written at the same time. It is. It's kind of crazy to think about. But it makes sense sometimes, because sometimes people have ideas kind of at the same time and they're really specific. So it's interesting. And Andrea Hockebel is here. Hello. Miss you too. Andrea is so special, you guys. She played Nemo at Disney World. That's pretty special. Also explains A Bug's Life and Ants.
Oh.
Yes! Yes, it does. Same kind of movie coming out at the same time. You're right. It does explain that too.
Word.
There's lots of examples out there. Okay, so I think we have all of our people with us. We are ready to actively listen. We're ready to read the book today, What Do You Do with an Idea? It is written by Kobi Yamada and illustrated by May Besom.
I think it's a little kid who illustrated it.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, it's not. I lied to you.
I was like, that's pretty good. It says, recognizing excellence in independent publishing, won an award. It's got a gold sticker, so it's fancy. And I take the sleeves off because it's easier for me to turn the page, but this is a beautiful little cover of a little boy and what I think to be an idea. It's an egg with a crown on it. All right.
Our words.
Oh, and here's some dedications. Oh, yes, we'll explain our words too. For shale and ever. Always remember, a single idea can change everything. Love, Dad. With thanks to my friends who always support me and my work. May Besom. Let's talk about our words. What are our words today, Phoenix?
Our words are idea and I like a challenge. So I'm doing who, what, when, where, why, how, all those little question words, and do like.
So anytime you hear a question word, ask a question. Anytime you hear the word idea, have an idea. And anytime you hear the word I, self-reflect. Okay. Why do we do this?
To make sure that our skills in listening are popping, because when you are acting and when you are in theater, you have to be actively listening to make sure that you know what's going on so that you don't miss your cue.
Correct. We want our skills popping. All right, here we go. Let's dive in. One day, I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? I wondered. What do you do with an idea? At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't belong to me. But it followed me. I worried what others would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself. I hid it away and didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before my idea showed up. What'd he try to do? Is he hiding it?
Yep.
But there was something magical about my idea. I had to admit, I felt better and happier when it was around. The idea looks very fun and playful to me. You can see why he likes it. It's also colorful. I wanted food. I wanted to play. Actually, oh, I'm sorry, it. I misread that. It wanted food. The idea did. It wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. Sometimes my ideas need lots of attention. How about yours?
I think so.
It grew bigger, and we became friends. I showed it to other people even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid that if people saw it, they would all laugh at it. I was afraid they would think it was silly. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. Have you ever experienced that, Phoenix? When you share an idea and people aren't too fond of it?
Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Sad.
Yeah. And at first, I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. But then I realized, what do they really know? This is my idea, I thought. No one knows it like I do. And it's okay if it's different and weird and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food. I worked with it. I played with it. But most of all, I gave it my attention. My idea grew and grew, and so did my love for it. Because when you start taking care of something, you tend to start loving it, I think. I built it a new house, one with an open roof where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big and then to think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands because it said, it is good to have the ability to see things differently. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Then, one day, something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my very eyes. It spread wings. It took flight. And it burst into the sky. That's really cool. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't just a part of me anymore. It was now a part of everything. And then I realized what you do with an idea. What does it say, Phoenix?
You change the world.
Yes. Yes, yes. So many yeses. What a magnificent story. I like that one.
I love that one.
Man, we've read some good books on our little active listening story time. I'm enjoying this. I think even after we go back to normal, I'm going to have to keep this up at least once a week. This is fun. They said a word in there that I like to talk to kids about. Do you know what word I'm talking about?
Is it weird?
It is weird. Because weird a lot of times gets a bad rap. Weird, as we know it, typically is an insult. Sometimes in the right group of friends, they'll understand, like, you're not insulting them, but usually kids get their feelings really hurt if somebody calls them weird or a weirdo or says their idea is weird. And I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's a really cool word. And if you know the history of the word weird, it wasn't always spelt W-E-I-R-D. Do you know the old spelling of weird?
Well, I know it has a Y in it, but I don't know how to spell it exactly because I'm the worst speller.
So the old spelling of it is W-Y-R-D, weird. And it was an Anglo-Saxon word. I don't know what year they used that spelling, probably several hundred years ago. My guess would be like 1500s or something. But the definition back then was uncanny and unearthly. And they usually used it to describe someone who had magical powers or was out of this world with their ideas and their abilities. So I like to remind kids that it was a word a long time ago that meant you had special powers. And at Wonderland, we always try to keep it alive. And we say, you're so weird, but in a good way. Because they are. You guys are really weird and awesome. And you'll have powers. You can change the world with your idea. So That's our active listening today. Great job, Phoenix, on all those emotions and all your focus. And we just can't wait to be back all together again at Wonderland. We're going to have so many fun camps and shows to put on. So definitely make your way to our website, wonderlandperformingarts.com. Be sure to email us if you have any questions or want some more information about what's coming up. We are guessing every day, just like you, as to when we're going to be back together. But as soon as we are going to hit the ground running and have a blast. And we're here for you. And something cool that we started today is our Wonderland TV. So we launched WTV today. It's on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, our band app. You can go to our website. There's a link there. We are having each one of our teachers commit to posting at least one lesson every week. So what'll happen is each teacher will have something posted at 11 o'clock. I'll be on at 2 o'clock. And then we'll have another lesson at 5 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday, for you guys to try a new class, try a new skill. We've got scenes and monologues. We've got directing 101. We've got a visual arts Wonderland crafts class with Miss Emmeline. We've got music for little kids. We've got musical theater voice with Miss Bree for older kids. We've got a musical theater geek out session with Miss Katie. So we just asked our teachers to find the thing that lights them on fire and share it with the world this month. We are not asking anything in return from the public. We just want to put good out there and encourage everybody to stay creative and give you the tools to do so. So if you have any feedback for us, we of course want to hear back from you because we're new at this and we're trying to figure it out. So we're here to listen and adjust and learn as we go. And we just hope that you all enjoy WTV. Do we want to say anything else before we go? No? We hope you have a great day.
Happy April Fools!
Oh yeah, happy April Fools. Bye. See you next time. Tomorrow at 2.